Hello and welcome back to On the Steps. I'm Max Davis-Housefield.
I'm Verna Chen.
And I'm Madeline Wu.
Coming up, students attend a powwow.
The Hammer Museum hosts an art party.
Coastalong connects music and sustainability.
And Track faces USC. Voting is underway in the USAC elections.
Polls will close this Friday, May 16th, and there are dozens of candidates and several referendum on the ballot. Among those are the Good Clothes, Good People Basic Needs referendum, the Resources First referendum, and the renewal of the Bruin U-Pass transit program.
The Daily Bruin broadcast both nights of the debate live 2 weeks ago, and you can find replays on our YouTube channel.
Make sure to cast your vote before the polls close on Friday.
Definitely. Turning now to our stories for the week, the American Indian Student Association hosted their 40th annual powwow on Saturday, May 3rd and Sunday the 4th.
The Daily Bruin's Victoria Marchetti and Nico Brouwer attended the event and give you this look.
I'm here at the 40th annual UCLA powwow. And essentially the powwow is the second largest student planned event here at UCLA after Spring Sing, and it's completely the testament to the hard work of our students and our powwow coordinators and all our volunteers and community members and dancers who come out to support and participate in the gathering. Someone comes to the powwow, they should expect some amazing songs, dancers, drummers, some really good food, fry bread. We have a few fry bread vendors this year. Powwow is essentially a gathering of Native peoples. We have an intertribal powwow, so people coming from all across California, the United States, from their tribes, representing their communities, their families, sharing their practices and their dancing styles together.
I just love looking at the regalia and also looking at the different vendors they have. Beaded earrings are just so intricate with so many different colors and different patterns, and there are different meanings behind each of them. I'm not too versed on what each one has, but I know last year the guy that I got these earrings from, he was telling me each color is a different thing with earth, fire, the earth, and whatnot. So it's just really beautiful to see different cultures, seeing cultures from across the Americas as well, because oftentimes these are hidden. So it's just nice to have a place to gather and be seen.
Many powwows, they have this thing called powwow princesses, and particularly for college universities, they have college-aged women run as a way to not only encourage Native youth to go to college, but also just to encourage people to be more involved in the community and to set a good example for the youth. The UCLA powwow pageant consisted of us doing an interview, doing a traditional skill, and then of course dancing at the powwow. Along with that, letters of recommendation and proof of college enrollment. Here we compete in categories based on dance. That's what you do at a powwow. And then for my traditional skill at the UCLA pageant, I sang a traditional Ojibwe song.
Yeah, all the students here at UCLA are just really indebted to the families and communities who have entrusted us to hold space and community for them in gathering. And, now more than ever, we as Native people are taking so much pride in our identities and continuing our practices. There was a time where Native people weren't allowed to gather and weren't allowed to perform their cultural practices and traditions. And so it means a lot for our students just to remind people that Native people are still here. We've always been here and we're stronger than ever. And we're here to make community with everyone. Yeah.
The style of dress that I'm wearing is called a jingle dress, and it comes from the Ojibwe people of Minnesota, which is actually where I'm from. So I've been dancing jingle dress since I was 2 years old, and it's something that everyone in my family does. So it was a little bit easier for me, but preparing for the pageant was a little bit intimidating. I told my mother and myself that if I go to UCLA for my master's that I would run for Powwow Princess. And then I got accepted in fall and I committed, and then I was time to run for princess. So it was preparing for that and getting all my stuff ready and practicing my public speaking.
Many UCLA students visited the Hammer Museum on Friday, April 25th for its arts party.
The college student exclusive event hosted live artists, arts workshops, and more.
Daily Bruin reporters Amara Patel and Hannah Morgan have the story.
UCLA students made a short walk into Westwood to attend the Hammer Museum's art party this past Friday. DJ Starza set the tone with a set for many dancing students. On the first level alongside the stage, conversation starter tables encouraged people to connect with prompts written on orange cards. Heading upstairs, the museum showcased 5 different exhibits including a variety of sculptures, paintings, and interactive art well into the night past the typical opening hours. Attendees could express their own creativity through collage making and painting here as well.
I think it's important for students to come to events like this because I think just seeing other people's artworks, it was just so pretty and inspiring. And like I sat there and I thought about what they were filming, and like I feel like I haven't really experienced that feeling of seeing people like not just my age but like in the same area going through the same things, put their put their energy into that work and like just building thoughts out of that.
Yeah, I think it's really important to see what we are all doing, like see each other, because there's so many people here that you kind of forget that everyone is doing such amazing things like this, and I think it really does kind of inspire you, and then it's nice to for the culture to be here.
I definitely agree with that. I think it's important for people to come to definitely support the artists that are also students, and of course, since you guys invite people like Orion's son to come here, I think it's important to let them know that you're here to support them. And for the people that actually come in themselves, I think it's nice since there's a lot more people outside of an academic setting where you can just be freely. Yeah.
Orion's son, a popular Indian R&B artist, ended the night with a performance. Attendees not only packed tightly around the stage, but also watched from above. The Hammer Museum Arts Party created a free space for students to celebrate art and spend time with one another.
Coastalong held its annual music festival at Drake Stadium on April 26th.
The event featured live music and plenty of biking.
The Daily Bruin's Nico Brouwer brought a mic to the event to hear how it was going.
We're here at Coastalong. We're about to see what's happening at UCLA's Viking Music Festival.
Coastalong is a 100% bike-powered sustainable music festival that we put on every year here at UCLA in the spring. And it's very important because it's a way to raise awareness of environmental issues and also just to show that we don't need to sacrifice having fun and having these community events for that environmental awareness.
The 529s.
The 529s.
The 529. We're performing for everyone here at Coastalong.
We're gonna play some music. It's gonna be cool.
A lot of originals.
Sustainably powered, great turnout, great people, great vendors, great music.
I mean, just look at it, it's awesome.
And we're having such a good time at Coastalong.
This is the best student organized event of the year.
I second that.
Who doesn't want to do a workout and listen to live music? It's
true that.
And there's bubbles and there's bikes and there's lots of people and they're all around on the ground and also jumping around and henna, which is lit. Yeah, it's awesome.
You can refuel over there. You can get free snacks, refreshments. Pick out a new set of clothes if you're a little too stinky. It's pretty great.
You can get your leg day in.
I've made a lot of my best friends from this community of like-minded and driven people to support environmental awareness and change the world one step at a time.
It's our favorite time of the week.
It is time for sports.
Track and field competed against USC at Drake Stadium on May 4th.
The Daily Bruin's Jiwoo Kim was at the track and has this report.
Hi, I'm here at Drake Stadium for UCLA Track and Field's annual meet with USC.
The meet began on a positive note for UCLA, with the women's high jump team earning 7 points. men's high jump brought 4 points to the team to start off with 2 UCLA athletes on 2nd and 3rd place. The men's pole vault added 9 points to the overall scores. In the women's 400-meter relay, UCLA set a new school record with a time of 43.03 seconds. The distance events were a highlight for both teams. In the men's and women's 3,000-meter steeplechase, UCLA athletes took top 3 spots, contributed 9 points each. Sonia Verk added 5 points in the women's 400-meter hurdles. Jeremy Zamed and Alan Hunter took 1st and 2nd place in the men's long jump, further strengthening the Bruin score. After 19 events, the UCLA men's team secured a win over USC, 82-81, and the women's team finished ahead of USC with a score of 92-71.
45.
With both teams claiming victory, UCLA completed a clean sweep over USC in the 2025 dual meet.
I'm Jiwoo Kim from Daily Bruin.
Well, that is our show for today.
Thank you for watching.
And we'll see you next week.